Hi, my name is Sharan. I'm the founder of Red Experience Design, a UX design agency based in Bangalore. Welcome to the first of a series of web videos we will be producing that are related to UX design. Today, we are going to be discussing a design pattern that we developed while working on a mobile app for a banking client. This design pattern was found so useful that we've applied it again and again in a whole number of other verticals. So we just gave this design pattern a name and we call it input helpers. Hopefully you find this information useful in your own work, or at the very least you find this interesting. So let's get started. Let me set the stage. There are times within applications where you have to collect a whole lot of information from the users. And the information that you collect is mission critical. For example, like a banking transaction where you have to collect the information about the source of funds, the destination of the funds, and the mode of transfer, and if the fees are acceptable to the user or not. And getting any of this information incorrect could have disastrous consequences. So 3 things are critical in this situation. First, the user's attention is required on every question being asked. Second, the user must always know how they have answered a previously asked question. And third, they have to have the ability to go back and change an answer if they learn something else different down the line. For example, in sending a payment to someone through your bank, you need to know what the mode of transfer is, what the amount is, and the transaction fees that are applicable. And if the transaction fees are not acceptable to the user, they ought to have the ability to go back to a previous step and change the mode of transfer. So this is what we did. First, we create a slide-up window which comes up and asks the user for a specific input. So the answers can be in the usual multiple choice or radio buttons or free text inputs, whatever else. Then, when the user has provided the input, they can hit the proceed button in order to proceed to the next question. And at that time, the answer they provided actually goes and slides up into the background. And third, the user can see that they can actually go back and answer any of the questions all over again if they need to. So with this simple mechanism, all 3 goals of keeping the user's attention, showing them the previously answered questions, and also providing them a way to go back and edit are all easily achieved. But while this is a great solution, there are certain limitations with this design pattern, just like in any other design pattern, and they must be kept in mind while using this. Firstly, don't use input helpers in scenarios for like address filling or basic information collection from customers. This is necessarily a step-by-step sequential process which actually requires the user's attention. And if used in something like address filling scenario, you will end up irritating the user much more. In addition, browsers' autofill functions may not actually kick in if you do it that way. Secondly, keep in mind what needs to happen when a question gets edited by a user. For example, there might be a different series of questions that come in after a certain question gets edited. You might just want to actually indicate this to the user. And finally, this is a design pattern that is most suited for screens with little real estate. Trying to apply this on tablets or desktop screens may not actually work as well. So that's it for now. The input helpers has been extremely useful to us in a number of scenarios, and I hope it'll be useful to you as well. If you found this video useful, stay tuned for more in the future. If you'd like to give us feedback, please do so by adding the comments in the section below or by writing to us. So thank you for watching the video. This is Sharan again from Red Experience Design. I hope to see you in the future.